what's happening, guys? And welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance video. Taking a look today at a classic drugstore Italian fragrance. This is one that is very seldom seen here in the United States. It's only available online if I'm going to order it. And, I get mine from a store in Canada. I'll go over that shortly, but this is very popular in Europe, especially Western Europe, Italy, and from what I understand from people that I talk to in the community. But again, it's a drugstore fragrance. So it is the Italian producer Mirato that makes the Malizia Uomo line, and today we're going to be talking about Malizia Uomo Vetyver and Malizia Uomo Musk. So before we jump into the review, again, we're going to talk about it in terms of its presentation. We're going to talk about its notes, what I detect, the performance based on my experience wearing the fragrance, my thoughts. I'm also going to talk about its body line products because it does come with a full body line, and you guys know I really enjoy that, and then I'll give my overall rating. So again, before we jump into this review of these products here, make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Check out the Instagram page for news and updates on the channel and photos of fragrances from my collection. I will definitely be making a post of all of my Malizia Uomo products here in an Instagram post soon, so you make sure you want to follow that page to check it out. If you are interested in purchasing fragrances directly from my collection, check out my Mercari page. My Mercari page has a lot of fragrances I'm no longer wearing that I put up for sale, and I utilize that to bring in different products to review too, and I'd rather somebody else enjoy the products that I'm not using. If you're interested in getting one of those workout shirts, the Roman Emperor themed Marcus Aurelius shirts, check out Aurelius Apparel. The link and discount code for that site is in the description below, along with the link for the 40% discount off of Masudo. Masudo makes the button-down shirts, the ones with the patterns underneath the cuffs and on the shirt. Really cool, highly quality shirts. Again, 40% off their retail website. That link is in the description. So let's take a look at Malizia Uomo. Okay, as far as the presentation goes for this, again, what I really love about this is that it is a drugstore fragrance. I always feel like there's some sort of nostalgia, even if I didn't even use it when I was younger, but the look it gives off is a drugstore. So what we're gonna take a look at is the current formulation and then two older ones. So we'll start off with the current formulation. Here is the box for Malizia Uomo Vetyver. This is the current formulation box. Here you can just see it. I'm gonna spin it around, guys. I don't need to spend too much time on it. Again, Mirato is an Italian manufacturer. Vetiver, Malizia Uomo, which I believe translates to Malice Man. On the top here, you can see, and when you open it up, there is no pattern there too. So that was the Vetiver. This one is the Musk, same look to it, and same look exactly here, but it's Musk. This one's kind of damaged, got damaged in transit. There, you can see it looks like a sticker tag for 12 bucks. Musk, you open it up, again, no pattern on the inside there. See a little green there. Looks like maybe that was cut from a box like this when they were manufacturing. I think that's interesting. So the bottles for these two. So take a look here, right? You got the Musk here and you got the Vetiver here. Frosted glass, plastic cap. Not much going on in terms of any style look. They really do look like a drugstore type of product too. We'll take these caps off here. You can see this, cheap plastic atomizer, no neck cover. That one is the Musk. I'm wearing Vetiver, so that's my scent of the day. So we'll spray some of this on here. Pretty good distribution versus the older boxes. So if you take a look at the older boxes here, this is a 50 ml older box. Now look, the writing is less sharp. Like the writing on this one is much sharper. These are really bubbly. They've got these marks down here. Differences. Nothing there, but this one actually has the pattern on the inside too. So, why they switched up. I actually kind of like these a little bit better than the newer ones. Here are the older bottles. This one is a 75 ml non-see-through. This one is 100 ml see-through. I believe this is the oldest one. This is the more heavy-duty looking one. But again, the caps are cheap. You can see here, that's a nice fire hose sprayer. This one I got here, it was damaged when I got it. This one I got in a gift set too. So, you can see the differences, taking a look at the lettering again on it. This is a little bit darker juice. This one, I'm gonna talk about that one, why it's different. This is the 50 ml version. Again, same thing. This is just one that I killed too. So you can see the differences in the presentation. They don't try to look nicer than they are. And that's what I think I like about it. The drugstore look, I think, is they own it, right? They own it, and they absolutely don't make it look fancier. A lot of cheap fragrances. Like I remember that cologne I reviewed back called His Royal Highness Green by Aflac or Afnan. And the box looked really nice. The bottle was really nice, but the fragrance sucked. Malizia doesn't do that. Okay, guys, I know that was a long presentation. I just wanted to show you, the old and the new there too. So thanks for sticking with me on that one. As far as the notes go online, it's just listed as vetiver, right? It's just listed as vetiver. However, I know that there's got to be more than that going on. It's a very clean vetiver, but there's a smokiness and woodiness in there too. So vetiver woods with a slight smokiness, but again, that comes from the vetiver. It's not an earthy vetiver though. Don't think like an Ancre Noir, which is something I didn't really get down with that fragrance. It's not like Terre d'Hermes, which is good, but this one's a lot smoother, a lot cleaner, probably more mass appealing. And obviously they probably put a lot more emphasis on realistic earthy vetiver and those types of fragrances, especially Terre d'Hermes, not so much Ancre Noir. That stuff, in my opinion, is not very good. But this one is really easy to wear, and the notes, again, vetiver, woods, and sort of a smokiness. All right, as far as the performance goes with these fragrances, it's probably like in the 3-4 hour range. You spray a lot on your clothes, but you can spray a ton of it. Things that'll really help. They have the body sprays here. You can take a look at that. These are the old-fashioned body sprays. Now these say, it's interesting, these say eau de toilette. So I don't know if it's an EDT concentration in an aerosol can. They smell really strong and they stick to your clothes. So these will really help boost the performance. Aftershave splash, like I shaved with this yesterday, I put the aftershave on. Again, yesterday, look, you can already see this growing in. They have the aftershave balm. This is a light scent. This smells like vetiver and sort of like a Neutrogena face cream at the same time. So deodorant, but yeah, it helps on your own person. If someone's up real close, your girlfriend or whatever, they have that as well too. So that'll help press the performance. This is the newer version of the body spray. The sprayer is at the top as opposed to having a cap like this one does. And again, you can notice the sharpness in the lettering versus the bubbly on the old one versus the sharp one here too. So, and of course they got the shower gel, which is a light scent, just nice to have, I think. The last thing that they have here is a aftershave gel. It's different from the balm. This one, it just comes out like this little gel, and I think it just kind of tones and shines up your face after you shave. I like stuff like that again too. So that'll help press the performance. But again, if you're just getting the fragrance alone, don't expect too much. Okay, so my thoughts on Malizia Uomo vetiver. The scent, the brand itself. Vetiver, the scent is, again, it's simple, it's clean, it's masculine, it smells good, it's inexpensive, and it's pretty good quality for the price. The only thing with this one, though, is this is apparently a little bit of a different scent. Even though it's the same thing, it has more of an emphasis on the citrus with the vetiver underneath. It doesn't smell the woods, smoky vetiver, clean vetiver like the other ones through the clear bottles. And I checked with the company that I got it from. If you guys are interested in getting any of these, go to leparfumier. They are a store out of Canada. It's a family-owned business. They are a high-end fragrance store. They have tons of vintages and current products. Great people, always so nice to deal with. The representative Catherine is always so nice to me, and it's a pleasure to do business with them. And I always continue to do that and support that store. So I will link their website in the description. I have no affiliate link or anything like that, but just showing them support is something that I've always wanted to do. They're always very nice to me, great people, and amazing fragrances, and they have all this stuff, and this is where I can get it. And they always have body line products, which I like. But anyway, back to the scent. In the United States, I feel like we lack the drugstore fragrances now. Like if I go into a CVS or even like a rack store, everything's locked up and behind counters and in locked cabinets, and you can't just go and try them out anymore. And it's because people in this country have been looting stores, and that's why they have to protect it, but they ruin it for everybody. So that's really unfortunate. And I've gotten some messages from people in other countries. They're sending me pictures of stores. There's all the denims all lined up, all different types of scents, stuff like this, inexpensive scents. And this goes along with it, a quality product for just a little bit of money, and it shows that you don't need to spend a ton to get a great fragrance for someone that's starting out or someone that just doesn't care and wants something masculine, clean. Vetiver smells really good if you like that note, but you don't like the earthy kind. This is an excellent product. You could wear it anywhere, all season, daytime, nighttime, going out, staying in, relaxing, because it's just awesome. It's a masculine scent. I love it. I love the Italian drugstore aesthetic that it carries. And again, you don't get that anymore. There was a Walmart by my house that when I first bought my house about 7, 8 years ago, I used to go to it. This is before it was renovated, and they used to have a wall of cheap stuff. And I remember getting a body spray, a Playboy VIP body spray, not aerosol, like a body spray that is a natural spray. And, you know, I would get that and I would wear that to work because I didn't want to wear my signature scent at the time, which was Le Male. And, you know, now all that is gone. It's all locked up because that store has been renovated again, and they don't prevent theft. And it's a shame that we don't have stuff like this on display. And our drugstores, the only thing that are out are just brute aftershaves, and there's only so much of that you can get anyway. But this stuff here really smells good. The price is great. The fragrance is high quality, and I love that you can get the Bodyline products too. So definitely check it out and check that site out, leparfumier, to get it. So I wanted to talk real quick about the Musk one too. So this one, apparently in Italy, from what I've understand from the seller that I got the Musk from, is the Musk is hard to find. Is that this is the most popular one. And I've talked to someone else in the fragrance community who lives in a country in Europe, and he had said if they go to a store and they only have one, it's gonna be the Musk, surprisingly. So I finally got it recently, and you know, I'm gonna spray some on this hand. Now, it's 100% a fougere, and it's in the Drakkar Noir family line. That's what it reminded me of instantly, is a Drakkar Noir, but like a dirtier Drakkar Noir, fuzzier, a little bit muskier. Now, I'm not gonna say I was super excited about that because I wanted something different, like Malizia Uomo Vetyver. To me, when I first smelled that, I was like, wow, that smells really good. This smells great, and I'll use it. It's a fougere, but it's very similar to things that I already have. I have a ton of that, and I've mentioned that in many videos, but it smells good. And there's a funkiness, little dirty muskiness in there too, but all in all, it's a fougere like a Drakkar Noir. Okay guys, it's time for my overall rating for the Malizia Uomo Vetyver fragrance. And I'm sort of lumping in Musk in this rating too, but this is the one that I have the most of, that I've really been wearing a lot recently too. So again, I'm gonna look at this rating from the eyes of, this is an inexpensive fragrance, right? So its ratings may seem off or different, like why am I rating a fragrance that's $11, the same type of ratings that I give something that's more expensive. I'm looking at it through that view, that tunnel of this is something I can get at a drugstore. So as far as the presentation goes, I love it. I love the drugstore aesthetic. I love that they don't hide and then try to make it more fancier looking than it really is or anything like that. They own it and it looks good, and they've kept it the same way, aside from switching up presentation a little bit. So 8 out of 10 for the presentation for me. The performance, you know, on the fragrance alone, it's a 4-hour max, but again, it's inexpensive. So 4 out of 10. As far as the scent goes, the Vetyver is clean. I remember just upon first trying it, I really liked it. And the smokiness, it's a masculine scent and one that you can just spray a ton of. And I love how you can wear it anytime, any place, anywhere. So as far as the scent goes, it's going to be an 8.5 out of 10. For me, it's going to bring the overall rating for Malizia Uomo Vetyver from me to a 7 out of 10. Again, you know, the presentation is going to lift it up, but the scent's going to lift it up. Its performance is going to drag it down. Probably would have scored a 10 for the presentation for a drugstore cologne if it had like a built-in sprayer. But anyway, that's my rating for Malizia Uomo Vetyver overall. Okay guys, that's gonna do it for me. That is my review of Mirato Productions, Malizia Uomo line, the Vetyver, and touching on the Musk one as well too. Let me know in the comment section, what are your thoughts on this fragrance? Have you ever tried it? Have you ever tried Vetyver or Musk or any of the other ones? There are other, I was gonna say flavors, but other flankers or style scents by Malizia Uomo too. Let me know in the comment section. Do you like the drugstore aesthetic like I do? Do you appreciate that type of thing? I always love all of the interaction and hearing from you. Guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Check out the Instagram page and follow that. Check out the Mercari page if you want to pick up something from my collection directly. Check out the 2 clothing sites. Guys, check out Aurelius Apparel and Masudo, and also Leparfumier's website will be linked in the description as well too. That's a great place to buy vintage or current or hard to find fragrances, and again, great company to work with. I wanted to thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me today, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.